Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back. I know I said daily uploads last time. Fuck that shit. No, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. And I quickly realized why I started that original This Week I Watched show. Because usually I just don't actually have that much to say about these movies. Like, the reviews are just, I saw it, it was alright. And then there's like 3 movies in there that I actually talk about for like an extended period of time. So I figure daily uploads, no, but we'll still do uploads. I'm only going to do it when I feel like I actually have something to say about the movies that I saw. And because I've been seeing movies, actually. Like, I've been pretty good about it. Like, I'm getting back in the habit. I'm trying to go more. Um, I'm seeing, like, good movies that I liked, but it's like, I don't know. And I'm seeing a lot of garbage, too. I saw that fucking Thanksgiving movie. Fucking piece of shit. Terrible film. I saw Poor Things with Emma Stone. That was really good. That was a great movie. And I was like, should I review it? And I was like, gonna sit here and like talk about it. And I was like, I don't know. I don't have that much to say about it. It was good. I liked it. Um, but today, I finally did it, guys. I migrated. I saw Migration. This is the new Illumination movie. If you don't know who Illumination is, I'll give context because context is important. They did Despicable Me and a bunch of other shit that you don't care about or remember, like The Secret Life of Pets. And I don't know, that Grinch movie, like the animated one from a couple years ago. And I think that's like the only 2 I can name off the top of my head, even because they're. Oh yeah, the Mario movie that was this year, and that movie sucked too. Yeah, I said it. It's shitty. It was bad. And Migration. Well, for the past like couple weeks, I've been kind of like joking about it. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to migrate. And I was really like psyched about this movie as like sort of like a joke, but weirdly, I was kind of getting excited about it because for some reason, I just like got this idea in my head that it was secretly going to be like really good, and that would be like kind of funny in its own way. And I'm sad to report that it's not very good, and it actually sucks and is not a funny movie even really at all. It's very boring, like very boring. And the theatrical experience of watching it was such a fucking nightmare that I kind of just honestly, this review will probably mostly just be me complaining about like the experience of watching this shitty movie because okay, we pull up to the movie. Okay, I pull up to the movie. Me and my friend went to go see this movie. We're sitting there, and instantly I'm like, oh god, we made a mistake because we went at like 3:50 on a Saturday, and let me tell you, the 2 worst possible fucking audiences you could ever experience in a movie theater are Saturday matinee for a kids movie and 9 p.m. Friday night for a horror movie. Those are like the 2 worst possible scenarios. And yeah, we paid the price because it was such a fucking nightmare. I should have known. I was like, surely it just won't be that busy. It was fucking busy, man. The theater was like basically sold out. It was a full fucking house basically, and I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck. And these fucking kids were so annoying. Everyone was talking the whole time. And that doesn't matter. It's Migration. I don't give a shit if the kids are talking during the movie. I don't care. That doesn't really bother me. That would me like 3 years ago would have been like personally offended. Now I don't care. Like, sure, a kid can talk during the fucking kids. It's Migration. I'll live, I'm sure. But like, it's like the coughing, like they're coughing all over us, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like now I'm gonna get sick probably because I saw this stupid fucking movie as a joke. Like, why did I do that? I'm gonna really pay the price next week when I'm fucking like coughing myself now, and I'm gonna fucking stay home. If I was a fucking parent, my kid was coughing like that, I would keep the fucking kid at home. Why are you taking them to the movies? Like, I guess they need a break from their horrible lives, maybe. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. Why did you take your kid? Why'd you take your dying child, fucking plague rat, to the movies? You should fucking get that kid on Make-A-Wish at this point. Like, what are we doing? So whatever. So we're sitting there, this fucking plague rats are coughing on us, and there's right in front of us. Okay, so we're here. Right here in front of us is this fucking dumb, stupid fucking lady on her phone. When I say full brightness, completely white fucking screen, just like full on, just texting people and fucking doing bullshit during the whole fucking first, I'd say like 15 minutes of this movie. And then 2 seats to the right, I guess it's the dad. Because in between were some kids. So it's like the mom was on one side, the dad's on the other side. The dad's also on his phone. Full fucking brightness, full white fucking screen. Like, what a fucking psychopath. Like, they don't have the fucking blue light filter on or some shit. Like, come on. You don't even, like, okay, here's my thing. It's Migration. It's a shitty fucking movie in the first place. I wasn't even, like, personally offended that they were on their phone, which, if it was, like, an actual, like, movie that I cared about, I would be mad. But it's Migration. Like, I could have looked past it, but it's the fact that it was, like, as bright as it could possibly be and the most obnoxious possible color. And it was like, and even then I could have been like, yeah, fuck it. Like, they're just trying to, like, not pay attention to this. Like, whatever. I don't care. But then the fucking bitch in front of me, you know how, like, on your cell phone, if you, like, have it set up, you can, like, push the button on the side and it turns it into, like, a credit card? And it's like, you can pay with your phone. This fucking stupid fucking lady, she had the fucking credit card on the phone. Why the fuck do you have the credit card on your phone for what? What are you buying? We're watching Migration. There's nothing to buy. It was actually baffling. I was like, what? Such a, like, bizarre thing. I've never seen anything like that. Like, it was just like, and I've seen fuckers on their phone, and, you know, they're at least, like, a little, like, subtle, fully high as fucking the sky, and they're fucking the brightest possible thing. Stupid. I was like, okay, like, this is actually, like, kind of egregious. And the one fucking guy, the guy on the right, he would just, like, open his apps and just look at the apps he had. Like, he wasn't even doing anything. At least the lady was, like, when she wasn't having the credit card open for 2 fucking minutes for some reason, she was at least, like, texting people or something. He just had his apps open and was just scrolling. I mean, I guess that's a testament to how boring of a fucking movie Migration is. But it wasn't that bad. Like, and he didn't even give it a chance. Like, it was, like, from the jump he was doing it. So it's like, okay, like, we're not even trying to get invested in Migration. Nobody cares. The kids don't care, because guess what? I didn't even tell you the best part. Behind me were these fucking little fucking kids. Again, the fucking coughers. They're coughing. We're sitting here. My one friend to my left, kicking her fucking seat the whole movie, apparently. I didn't get that, because I actually got it even better, was the one kid was kicking my seat a little bit, but then would also, like, grab my seat and, like, grab the rubber on the front and just, like, shake it around a little bit and, like, pull me back. And I'm like, what the fuck I kept looking, like, what the fuck is happening back there? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm a fucking grown man watching Migration. Like, I'm not gonna fucking turn around and tell the mom to make her kid it's Migration. I'm on their turf, right? Like, it's different. If it was not Migration, maybe I would have said something. You know, like, if it was, like, a movie I actually cared about, again, maybe I would have. But instead, here I am watching Migration, and I'm like, it's not that long. It's not that long. I just gotta get through this fucking 90-minute movie. I just gotta get through this. And all of that as the setup, then you actually watch the movie, and it fucking sucks, okay? Like, okay, it isn't the worst movie I've ever seen or anything, but, like, wow. I kind of wish it was, it's like just it's like you're edging boring the entire movie. Like, it's boring, but, like, just bright enough and just barely enough to kind of, like, keep your attention and not make you want to kill yourself. Like, I have seen some movies that are just as long that feel like more of a slog to get through. Like, this went by pretty quickly. It's not like, oh my God, like, when will this end? I'll be honest, near the end, I was sort of like, okay, like, let's wrap this up. But, like, it wasn't egregiously boring, but it was definitely boring. And it was not very fun or interesting, and there's no conflict. This is a movie with no conflict. Nothing happens. Nothing bad happens to anybody in the entire movie. Like, ever. Like, anything... So it's like the whole movie is, it's literally, it's called Migration. They're trying to migrate, right? They're trying to get from wherever the fuck they are in the beginning, they're trying to get to Jamaica. Okay, they're trying to get to Jamaica. That's the whole movie. I'm gonna spoil Migration because who fucking cares? You don't care. Do you care? Do you really care? You'll be fine. You're gonna be alright. Even if you did care, like, it's Migration. You're gonna be fine. These fucking ducks, they're trying to get from wherever they are, they're trying to get to Jamaica, and on the way, they encounter all sorts of crazy things. But that's the thing. They really don't. Like, there's, like, I would say, like, 3 big set pieces, or 4. I'd say 4 things that, like, halt their progress, and all of them are non-issues. Like, there's no issues. Like, there's no problems. It's a movie with no conflict. Like, okay, we have to get there. So on the way, there's these herons, like these creepy fucking birds with the long beaks, and they're like, hello, birds. Hello, ducks. And then, like, they think they're going to eat them, but then it turns out, oh, they're not. And it's like, okay, like that's sort of a subversion because like the duck dad was like afraid of them before, and this is like him learning a lesson that he shouldn't be afraid. It's fucking stupid, whatever. And then they fight the duck, they fight but that's the thing. But like if they were actually evil, it's a conflict. And if they're not actually evil, okay, then like something has to happen. No, nothing really happens. There's like a big fish that like tries to eat them, but then instantly it's dispatched. Like every issue is solved so quickly. There's this group of pigeons. That get mad at like the uncle duck because the uncle duck tries to eat the sandwich and the pigeons want the sandwich. They're fighting over the sandwich. And it's like nothing happens. They wrestle for like half a second, and then like another, like the leader pigeon comes out, and then they have like a 2-second argument with the leader pigeon, and they're like, oh, okay, never mind, like, you're good, okay, let's go. And then the movie continues, and it's like, what? Like, what is the movie? There's only one fucking scene where there's actual conflict, and it's like, they have to get the key to get this bird out of a cage, and like, there's a chef. The chef was a weird character. There's a chef character. He's got this like pointy head. He's got a weird head, and he's got these weird little glasses. It's a weird character. And I kind of like the design just because it's like so bad shit that it's like kind of memorable and interesting in this fucking otherwise very boring movie. But even that, like, I'd hardly call it a conflict because I guess he's the closest thing this movie has to like a villain, but he's so fucking easy to beat. Like, they beat him, and then sure, he comes back later, and then he comes back one more time, and it's like, okay, like, whatever. But then when he comes back the third time, he's in like this big helicopter, and then he captures them, and then they get out so fucking easily. Like, there's no fight. Nothing has any time to sink in. And like the main like conflict, I guess, is like the dad duck is kind of like a bit of a hypochondriac or whatever. Or wait, no, that's like not the right word. Maybe it is. He's a fucking pussy, okay? He's scared of shit. He's like, oh, I'm scared. But he's not that scared. They're like microdosing flaws for every character. Like, no character can be too flawed. They're like every character is like a half flawed. Like, it's not like a real character issue. It's just like, oh, he's like kind of afraid, but he gets over it very quickly. And then, but sometimes he's not over it. It's like every 5 minutes, the movie just kind of like decides that he's not afraid or he is. And it's like, okay. And then like the mom duck is just like such a fucking blank slate of a character. Like, sometimes she feels this way, and then other times she's this duck, and it's lame. It's a lame movie. The kid characters are completely pointless. They do nothing. There's this Uncle Duck, and he's a fucking boring. He's played by Danny DeVito. Should be funny. I don't know, not really. The only thing that really gets a laugh in this movie is sometimes like the character expressions that they make, like their faces are kind of like entertaining. I'm like, oh, that's a funny face that they made. That's basically it. Because the joke writing is not good. There's no like actual like good jokes in this. It's mostly very like lame and safe. And yeah, like, I don't know. I think my biggest issue is just that, like, every character is so generic and, like, lacks any sort of moral flaw. Like, there's this scene where, like, the dad duck, like, yells at his son later in the movie. And it's supposed to be, like, this, like, dramatic moment. Like, they have a moment where, like, the mom duck looks at him like, I can't believe you said that. And you're like, bro, what? Because, like, did we watch the same scene? Nothing happened. He didn't even really raise his voice. He, like, he, like, slightly elevates the tone of his voice and, like, scolds the son for doing something stupid. And then the whole movie pauses. An entire group of characters all crowd around them and are like, whoa, I can't believe you said that, man. But then that's the thing. At least that would be conflict, right? That would happen, and then maybe they would split up or something would happen. Like, even though that's generic and lame, like, it's a conflict. Something would happen. But no, the movie just continues after that. Like, the next scene, like, nobody fucking cares anymore. They, like, completely ignore it. It's like, whatever, we're a family again. Like, what? Like, I mean, sure, I guess that's less cliche, but it's also like, can something happen? Can there be actual consequences in this fucking movie? Can anything go wrong for these characters? No, nothing. Nothing goes wrong, and the movie sucks. And it's about ducks, and I don't fucking care. And the only thing that kind of saves it is I do like the character designs, and I think maybe that's a hot take. People don't like the Illumination character designs. I do. They have like a really interesting kind of like angular thing going on. Like, I like them. I fuck with those designs. But like, that's really it. And even then, it's not their A game. Only like one or two of these characters I think looked really good, and a lot of the other ones are very lame looking and very safe. But every once in a while, there's kind of an interesting bird, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I sort of like the way that one looks. But otherwise, very safe, very boring movie. And every time they said the word migration, I laughed, and that was pretty much like the only That was the extent of my enjoyment of the movie. Or like they would be flying and I would just lean over to my friend and go like, they're migrating, they're doing it, we're migrating. Because I think it's funny. I think the word migration is funny and I don't know why. And that's the only reason I saw it, was just like the fact that they made this movie about ducks and they called it Migration and they're like, that's good enough. And you know what? It's not good enough. Okay? Fuck you. I don't even hate Illumination movies. I am like the #1 Illumination like half defender, because that's basically like the only thing you could be. If you don't hate Illumination, you're the half defender, and that's me. I don't hate them. I like the Despicable Me movies. I like all of those, actually, except for the third one. I don't like that one, really. But the Minions movies I even like. I like all of the movies that they made that are like shit, basically. Except for like, you know, and again, they made garbage. Like Secret Life of Pets isn't like good, but I don't like hate it. I don't actively hate it. Migration, I guess I don't actively hate it, but like, it's just so lame. Like, it's so lame. Did anybody like this? I got home. I don't know. It's fucking lame. It's a lame movie. I wish that it wasn't. I either wish that it was like really, really bad, like at a funny level, or like actually surprisingly good. And I don't think so. I will say it's not actively annoying. Like there's nothing in it that I'm like, wow, that's really bad. But also like it's just so inoffensive, which is like, yeah, sure, that's the Illumination MO, I guess. So you guys win. All the people on the internet who say Illumination is bland and inoffensive, you're right. You win. That is what this is. It's pretty lame. Watch it if you want, but like, at what cost, you know? There's a Vector short. There's a short about Vector from Despicable Me before this movie, and that was also, I'll be honest, that was actually probably like the main reason I saw this, was because I think Vector is epic. So I wanted to see Vector, the return of Vector. It's about him being stuck on the moon at the end of the first one. And I was kind of thinking that it would be like a lead-in tease to Despicable Me 4, and just so nobody gets their hopes up, no, there's no like trailer or anything, and by the end, it actually seems even more hopeless that he would return. Like, it's like they edged me. I was like, oh, maybe. And then it's like, actually, it seems even less likely now. But, you know, you never know. Maybe they'll pull some shit and he'll come back. I don't know. I doubt it, though. I really do. I doubt it. But hey, that would be cool. So if the Despicable Me 4 trailer comes out and Vector is in the trailer, then hey, I was wrong. Because at first that was my prediction, was that he would be in it. Now I'm predicting no. But hey, if he's back, that would be really fucking cool. Anyway, folks, that was Migration. I want to say I'm glad I saw it, I guess, but like not really. Pretty lame movie. Go ahead and watch it if you want, whatever. I don't care. I think I'm just repeating points now, so I'm gonna end the video. Comment. Do it. Comment. I like the comments, and like and subscribe and all that shit, but I don't really care about all that. Comment. I want to hear what you have to say, and if you want me to review something, let me know. If there's like a movie that like is coming out or something that you don't think I've seen, check my Letterboxd page, Melee Lovers 64, MELEELOVER 64 on Letterboxd. That's my page. If you see something there that I haven't seen that you think I should see, I should review, let me know. And that's it. I'm not editing this. There's a green screen for no reason. Sorry, whatever. I'm just gonna upload this straight to YouTube. Okay, everybody, my timer thing's about to run out. I have no space on my phone, so this is the end of the video, basically. Goodbye. Comment. Thank you. Migration. Bye. Migration. 4 out of 10. Did I say that? 4 out of 10. Bad movie. Okay, bye.